The fact that she's right next to it is amazing.
The logo in the back is crazy.
Cute. I know. We have 2 sick cats in our house. Here he is, just resting. I'm going for a lash lift and tint.
You like a more natural look.
Yeah.
Natural queen.
So us taking him to the vet actually ended up getting him sick. We are going to put me through an acne boot camp. Hello guys, welcome back to another vlog. Today's vlog is going to be a nice, relaxed, at home, get things done vlog, which is definitely what I am in need of this week. It is currently Friday. I am getting ready for my day right now, and I loved a couple vlogs back when we sat and I did my makeup and I updated you on a bunch of things that happened throughout the weeks, and we're gonna do that again today because I just had so much fun doing that last time. And I have a little list of things that I need to update you guys on. The first thing I want to update you guys on is November book club, because we met last weekend and it was so cute and so wholesome. If you have friends in your life that love reading, I highly recommend having a book club. It's like the perfect excuse for us to all get together every single month, especially because we all have really busy schedules and we live in different parts of the city and it's hard for us to all find time to coordinate, but we'll sit down and we'll pick a day at that book club for the next month, and then it's just on your calendar and you just know, which is so nice. It also really helps me stay in the flow of reading because I am someone who gets really obsessed with reading and then I kind of fall off of it. And so it's nice to have a book that you feel like I kind of have to read this so that I can participate in book club. And so this month we read the book More Than Words. And I was really hopeful for this book. I actually recommended this book because I read The Light We Lost from the same author, and I read that book in May, and it was one of the best books I have ever read. So with that, I suggested the book because I just assumed that it would be as incredible as The Light We Lost, and it just wasn't. Something about it just wasn't very good. I didn't really like the storyline. I don't know, the audiobook was also just not good at all. And what's so interesting is the audiobook was read by the author. I did not enjoy the book, but we did have fun with book club. We did kind of a loose version of New York Italian. Kind of a loose version because all of us had really busy weeks. My friend who hosted it, Maggie, had a super busy day the day that she hosted it, so we kind of had to do stuff that was a little bit easier, and she still just absolutely killed it. We had some homemade spaghetti, which was incredible. It tasted amazing. And then we had some chocolate chip butter cookies, which were great. There was Prosecco, there was wine, there was Olippops. It was just the cutest little girly night. And it also just so happened to be like the day after the BFFs podcast came out with Brianna and the Zach Bryan thing. And so we all got to talk about that because that was just absolutely crazy. And that podcast was so beautiful. You'll have to let me know if you guys watched that. But anyways, it was a super cute girly night. However, don't super recommend the book, but I do recommend The Light We Lost. It is so good. I've had multiple of my friends read it and they all just absolutely loved it. That is the book club book for November. For December, we are going to be reading A Funny Story by Emily Henry. I've read a couple of her books and I honestly can't remember how I felt about them because I read them several years ago, but I've heard a lot of people talking about A Funny Story, so we're gonna read that. We picked kind of like a shorter book for this month just because December is usually really busy. I'm excited to get into that book. I have it downloaded on my Kindle. I haven't gotten into it yet because this week has just been so crazy busy. I guess that will just lead me right into my next update. We have 2 sick cats in our house. It has been such an emotional week, and I kind of debated, do I want to talk about this? Do I not want to talk about this? And I decided I do. I just try and keep my content very positive and very happy. Thankfully, they are getting better. Luca is completely better. Miko is hopefully on the mend. But essentially, I'll give you kind of a little bit more backstory. Luca, I adopted him when I was in undergraduate school. So before I knew Jake, I adopted Luca from the animal shelter, and he was a couple years old when I adopted him. And he has always been been a very stressed, very anxious, very vocal cat. Like, he really likes things how he likes things. He's very particular. We joke that he's very type A because he really is. He wants everything a certain way. The reason I say that is because when we moved into our house, he would cry during the night and we couldn't really figure out why. We had a water fountain up in our primary bathroom and then we were like, I don't know, is that kind of gross to have a water fountain in there? So then we moved it into Jake's office and then he started crying, so we were like, oh, maybe he really likes that in the bathroom. So then we brought it back into the bathroom. He kept crying. We have our blinds closed at night. In our apartment, we didn't have our blinds closed at night. So we really tried absolutely everything to try and figure out why he was crying in the night, because it was just so sad, but also it was keeping us up almost every single night for hours. And so I was actually mentioning it to one of my patients who just happens to be a vet. And she was like, you know what, you should really bring him in because it could be something to do with his kidneys, something to do with his bladder. It could be something bigger going on and he's trying to tell you. And it's kind of hard when you have two cats to determine like litter box behaviors if they're both going. Thankfully, we have microchip feeders, which have really shown to be a good investment because we were able to see that Luca was eating. I saw him drinking. So I knew he was like, okay. He wasn't acting weird outside of the crying in the night either. He wasn't throwing up. He was eating. He was playing. He was acting totally normal. So anyways, a couple weeks ago, I took him into the vet and I had some labs ran on him just to make sure he was okay. And he was just very, very stressed out at the vet, which was so sad to watch. But he was just so mad about being there. Again, he's a very anxious, very stressed out cat. His labs came out perfect, which was really nice to hear because he is, I believe he's 10. I'd have to look back on his adoption paperwork, but I'm pretty sure he's 10 years old. And so everything came back. The vet was like, he's actually extremely healthy for being a 10-year-old cat. And she said it could just be anxiety with moving. Maybe there's an animal outside. Maybe there's like outdoor cats. We also have gotten some notifications from like our neighborhood app saying that there's coyotes in the area. So maybe he's hearing those. I don't know. But what ended up happening is he ended up getting sick from how stressed out he was at the vet. So Luca has feline herpes, which if you didn't know, it's basically an upper respiratory infection that lives in their nerves. And when they get stressed out, they can have an outbreak similar to human herpes, where maybe somebody has cold sores and when they get stressed out, they get cold sores. So us taking him to the vet actually ended up getting him sick. However, he has had an outbreak before. We've seen it, so we weren't too stressed about it. We kind of knew. I called the vet, talked to them, and they were like, oh yeah, you know, watch for these things, but he should be okay. He ended up being totally fine. He was sick for maybe 2 or 3 days. Just some sneezing, runny nose. We're used to seeing humans have colds, but when cats have a cold, it's just very sad. But he ended up being okay. He was still eating, drinking, very happy. And then a couple days later, Miko got sick. And it started off, again, same thing, just some sneezing, runny nose. And then on Tuesday night, it was so bad. It was the worst I've ever seen an animal be sick, and it was so heartbreaking. He kept waking me up in the night and he was so congested that he couldn't breathe, and he was sneezing so much that he couldn't catch his breath. And I'm talking, he would sneeze for 5 minutes straight. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. It was so scary. So I didn't sleep at all because I wanted to make sure he was okay. And I was debating, do I need to bring him to the emergency vet? Can I wait until the morning to call the vet? I woke Jacob. He checked him out. We made sure that everything was okay emergency wise, and we decided not to take him in the middle of the night. But I called the vet immediately the next day when they opened. They said to bring him in. So I brought him in, and he has the same thing, an upper respiratory infection, but his is just very severe. And it has just been so heartbreaking. Because he's sneezing and so congested, he hasn't slept, and so he's just very lethargic, very tired, very minimal energy. It's just so hard to see, and he can't catch his breath, and he's not really eating or drinking. So I've been bringing little food and water bowls all over our house for him. We've been giving him wet food, lots of treats. We got medicine from the vet, which is amazing, so we've been giving him that. Thankfully, he is the best cat ever and just takes his medicine so easily. I'm partially grateful that he's the one who got sicker because Luca hates taking medicine, and it's such a struggle. And there's nothing worse than your animal being sick and then you having to force medicine into their mouth. So thankfully, Miko is like such a champ, and he gets excited to take his medicine. Even if it tastes bad, he's just like, okay, I'm taking my medicine. So that is what we've been dealing with in this house. It's been very sad and very hard to watch, and there's not a ton we can do. The thing that I have found to be the most helpful is steaming him, which the vet did recommend. And so what I mean by steaming him is I will take a really hot bath bath, and he always loves to be in the bathroom when I'm taking a bath. He'll cuddle up in my towel and just hang out with me, which is so sweet. And so I've been doing multiple baths a day so that he gets steamed, because I have done running a hot shower and then going and sitting in the bathroom with him, and he does not like that. With all of that, this week has just been very stressful, very emotional. We've gotten barely any sleep. Last night was probably the best night of sleep we've gotten. Miko woke me up only 4 times. The night prior to that, he would wake me up and just be so congested, and you could just tell he was in distress. So I would, in the middle of the night, take him into the bathroom and try and steam him. But he just really doesn't like being locked in a room, even if you're sitting there with him. Especially when he's sick, he just doesn't really want attention. He wants to just kind of be by himself. I feel very grateful to have a vet that I trust. I feel very grateful to be in the financial position that when my pets are sick, I can just bring them to the doctor and not have to think about it, because that hasn't always been the case for me. There's been times where it's been very, very stressful to have to take them to the vet, and I just feel for anyone who has a sick or hurt loved one, because it is so hard, and then it is so hard to show up for the things that you are responsible to show up for, like work. It was so hard for me to go to work this week. Thankfully, Jake was able to come home any of the times that I had to go to work. He came and was with Miko, so Miko was never alone, which was good, and he was safe to be alone, but I'm just a worrier, and I just wanted to make sure that he was good. That's what was going on during our week. And also yesterday, I had a longer work day, and I was so eager to get home, and I was just like stressed about Miko and just like wanted to be home with him. And so I was driving home. And okay, on top of that, my mom was supposed to come over. She was gonna hang out. We were gonna have dinner. We were just gonna have like a cute little girls' night. And we ended up canceling just because of how sick Miko was. I didn't wanna like overwhelm him with people coming over. And as I was driving home from work, I was voice memoing Maggie, and a car flicked up a rock and dented my windshield, which, I mean, really, it's not that big of a deal, but just like after the emotional week and having minimal sleep, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I've never had that happen before. So I came home, and Jake, so kind, and he's just so good in situations like that, but he helped me schedule someone to come. They're actually coming to our house today, which is nice because the crack in my windshield just happened yesterday. So they're coming today between 12 and 5. So that's really nice, because I planned on staying home all day today anyways and just getting my life together. So they're coming today to fix my windshield. And thankfully with the windshield, it was just a little dent, because it could have been so much worse. No one was hurt. Everything was okay, like best case scenario. It's just kind of one of those things, you know, when you're having like just a stressful or kind of like a bad week, and then something else happens and you're like, you're kidding me. It was definitely one of those moments where I was like, what is happening? I just want to get home to my sick cat. And then that happens. But you know what? Could have been worse. It's not very fun to have to pay for things like that, because I mean, you can't really prevent a rock hitting your car. I'm grateful that they can come to our house, so I don't have to go anywhere today, and I can still just kind of keep up with the schedule that I wanted to have for the day, which I'll talk you through what the plan of attack for today is. Hopefully that's all of the bad things that are going to be happening, and we're going to be on a now positive, happy, good weekend. Plan for today. We are going to deep clean this house. I am definitely a clean when I'm stressed kind of person. And so the other day when I was leaving for work, my longer work day, I just wanted to clean the house so bad, and I was like, okay, you cannot clean the house right now. You need to go to work. And so that is the plan for today. I'm gonna do a nice deep clean. Savannah is actually coming to stay next weekend, so I want to do a nice deep clean on the guest bathroom, on the guest bedroom, wash the sheets, wash the towels, get everything just fresh and ready for her, see if there's anything that we're needing before she comes. I also, on top of all of that, I'm doing my continuing education today because I've been putting it off. As a chiropractor in the state of Minnesota, you have to do 20 hours of continuing education per year to renew your license. And the way that Minnesota does it is everybody in the state of Minnesota renews their license December 31st of the year. And I told myself this year and last year that I would not do my continuing education at the last minute, and both years I have done that. I mean, it's not really last minute, but as a type A person, it being November and the fact that I haven't even started it feels like it's very last minute. But life has just been so busy, and it's been busy in the best way. Like, I had no idea that we would buy a house this year. I've done so much incredible traveling. I've been so fortunate to go to New York so many times for so many wonderful things. The year kind of just got away from me, and so with Miko being sick and things, I was like, you know what? This Friday, I'm gonna be at home with him and I am going to get my continuing education done. Well, I'm not gonna be able to get it done, but I'm at least getting it started. So my plan is while I'm doing my deep cleaning, I'll just pop in my AirPods, I'll listen to the courses, because the way that I'm doing my continuing ed is I'm doing it virtually. Essentially, it's a course. Depending on the course, it's like an hour, 2 hours of a lecture, and then you take a quiz, and then you get a certificate for that topic. And continuing ed can be different year to year. You can go to seminars, you can do like very specific things, like if you feel like, gosh, I have a lot of pregnant women in my clinic, I really want to be able to help them more, you could do like pregnancy specific. There's a lot of options. Next year, I really want to get my acupuncture certification, which is a very big, kind of extensive course. I don't even know how many hours, and then you have to take a board exam, and it's pretty intensive. And so I will be doing that next year. Me and Maggie are actually going to do that together, because I think you guys know that Maggie is also a chiropractor. And so we'll be doing that together. So this year I'm just going to do the virtual, which is still great. And it's nice because you can be a little bit more flexible and you can just do it while you can. So I'm hoping to knock some of that out today. I've already gotten 2 of the courses done. This morning, I'm learning about MRIs. That is where I am at for today. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna take you along with some deep cleaning and a couple little like Christmas decoration updates and things. Also, I have a really fun appointment this evening, which I will tell you about when we get to that. I'm gonna finish getting ready and then we'll catch up. I'm ready for the day. I did my hair up in a little cute claw clip. I just got this beautiful claw clip from MEJ. I hope you guys can see it. I've always wanted one of these claw clips and I finally did it, and it's so beautiful and it just makes me feel like so feminine. I love it. And I'm wearing a new soft stream. I got this for my birthday actually, and I haven't worn it yet. I'm so excited. I love the Lululemon soft stream. They are so comfortable, but you do have to be careful with washing them. You don't want to dump any soap directly on them. You want to make sure that it's like mixed up with the water first, otherwise it will stain it, and then you want to air dry it. It's a little bit of extra work for a sweat set, but they are so comfortable and I always just feel so put together and I always get so many compliments. So anyways, I'm ready for the day now. We are going to start with the bedding. Also, I didn't really plan on vlogging today, but I knew I wanted to get a vlog for you guys for next week, and I'm just gonna say this is like really helping my mood. So I hope you guys enjoy this vlog, because this week has been hard and vlogging for you is already just immediately helping my mood. So I'm gonna strip this bed, get these sheets in the wash. That's number 1. Is looking good. We got the sheets in the wash. I wiped down the surfaces in there. I do want to make a little sign saying like the Wi-Fi password is, so that's going to be on my to-do. Now I'm coming into our bedroom. I want to do our bathroom and then our bedroom, just like wiping down all of the surfaces. That's kind of all it needs in here. We also have a fun little update that I want to show you in our bedroom. We got these beautiful chairs this week from Target actually. I have been looking for chairs since before we moved in and I just couldn't find any that I liked. These ones are absolutely perfect. They are a green velvet and they are so pretty. I am trying really hard not to just get beige and tan things for our house, and we have so much room in our bedroom that I thought a little reading area for me would be so perfect. So I'm thinking maybe a bookshelf here. Jake was also saying maybe potentially in this corner. I'll pop up a couple of pictures so you can see some inspo. I also would love to get a little ottoman to rest our feet on, but I'm loving these and I love them so much so that I ordered 2 of them for our living room because they were on sale. They're so comfortable. The quality is actually so amazing. We actually still have the tag on so I can show you. They are the Studio McGee line. I'll link them. I always link everything for you guys that I show you in the videos in the description, but we just got this edition and I'm so happy about this. finished cleaning all of the upstairs. Jake ended up helping me, which was so nice, and it feels so fresh and clean. Oh my goodness, we needed that so bad. So let me show you the guest bathroom because it looks so cute. I've been wanting to print off a sign for guests, and I finally was like, you know, let me just do it right now. I went on Canva and I just made, welcome to our house. Please help yourself to any of my PR products if you forgot something. I just panicked. I thought I spelled that wrong. There are extra travel size goodies in the hallway, or contact your host, because I thought that was funny. And then I just have a couple of PR products. I also have more in the shower for my girls. And then I have just a couple little things in here, like toothpaste in case they forget that, a lighter for the candle in here, a couple of period products, extra toilet paper. I'll put another one in here. And then I have extra washcloths and hand towels. I feel like that is something I always need at people's houses, so it's nice they just have it in here. And then I think that's all. Yeah, these are just completely empty, so they can store stuff in here. The people that are coming to fix my windshield actually just called. They're gonna be here in like 20 minutes. That's perfect timing. I wanna get down and start doing our downstairs because upstairs is feeling so fresh and so good. And I want to do like the kitchen. I want to do the garland because we never got around to putting that up. Nico loves to be under blankets, so I made him a little fort. Let me show you him. What are you doing under here, sick boy? Oh, you trying to get some rest?
Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand, you and me. Doesn't matter, it's Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit.
I got all of the cleaning that I want to get done. Candles are burning. The sheets are in the dryer, so once those are done, I can put those back on the bed. The next thing I want to do is the garland, and I'm thinking of putting it up here instead of on the railings. So let's do that. And also I finished 4 courses for my continuing ed, and I've gotten 100% on all of the quizzes. If you guys remember from the last vlog, we ended up accidentally getting 2 different kinds. So this is the angel pine garland. It's really soft and it has these little pine cones. And then the other one that we got is cedar. The cedar is much cuter in my opinion, but I'm gonna try doing this angel one, and maybe I'll be able to put the other one somewhere else. I am going to stand on the counter. If that grosses you out, it's my house. That's pretty cute. Just a little something. Okay, let me do the other one of the same thing. I'm not mad at that. I'm not obsessed with it, but I'm not mad at it. Let me look from farther away. I think I need to put it where the gnomes are. If you can see, I think I need to bring it all the way there and then put the gnomes in the garland. Okay, that's cute. The only thing is I can see the end of one of them over here. I'll have to see what Jake thinks. What I'm thinking with this is we could do this on our table potentially as like a centerpiece situation. Or we could double up the garland above there. Maybe I'll try that since I'm already doing this. For now, I'm happy with that. I think we could maybe do some lights in it to make it just a little bit more fun. I think that would be really nice, but I think it's nice because our kitchen is so white. It adds just a little bit of color. This day is going by so fast. I am shocked. It is already 1 p.m. But the next thing I wanted to show you is some tablescape stuff that I ended up ordering. We are hosting Thanksgiving, and that will be our first holiday that we ever host, which is so exciting. And I really just want our dining table to just be so beautiful. And this is inspired kind of by Jake's mom, because she always makes the table look just so stunning. And then two girls that I follow, JC and Chelsea, if you listen to what we said, they talk a lot about hosting, and they always host the cutest girls' nights. And so I was feeling really inspired to invest in some things. So let me show you what I got, and then I was thinking we could set it up and just see what it looks like and see if there's anything else that I need to get. The first thing I got is this orange, like rusty burnt orange table runner, and it's like a muslin gauze, really light material. This is beautiful. And then I got a couple of bud vases. I don't have any of these. My mom actually has these all over her house, and they're so beautiful. She'll put like just one rose in them. And that's what I kind of envisioned on our table, is just like maybe even a little piece of eucalyptus or baby's breath or something like that. So I grabbed a couple of these. This came in a pack. All of this is from Amazon too, so I'll make sure to link it for you guys. And then I got some taper candle holders. This is the gold color. I got a pack of 4 of these, and these are just so beautiful, and I feel like you could use these time and time again. And then I also got a clear set. And then with that, I got a big pack of taper candles. I got this creamy color because I thought this with the gold and with the orange and with the clear would be really pretty. And then I got a crushed velvet ribbon because I want to tie little bows either on the candles or on the wine glasses. And this actually ended up matching these perfectly, so the color scheme is really beautiful. So I kind of want to lay this all out. I was also showing it all to Jake, and he was like, I kind of need to see like the vision. I'm not really understanding. Let's do that. Let's lay this all out. Let's get the vision. Let's see if we like all of this stuff. I did also order these taper candles for our bedroom. Oh, it's like a 4-pack of these red twisties. They're really, really glittery though, and I just don't love the color, so this is going to be a return. Mostly just because the color didn't look how it did online. It looked like a cherry red, like a really beautiful Christmas red. They're just a little bit too sparkly. So I got these for just for our bedroom, not for the tablescape, but honestly, these in here for another event would be really fun. Here is the general idea. I love all of the colors together. I think it looks so beautiful. And I think we could afford to do like a full-on floral arrangement in the middle. And then of course we'll have plates at each section. I would love to go and get some serveware, like a dinner plate and a dessert plate, and then silverware to have on here, and then napkins. I also want to get napkins to put on top of each person's plate. I think I'm just gonna do a cream or a white, and then I also have something special going on top of each one, which you guys will see on Thanksgiving. These are so beautiful, and especially with the cream candles, they look amazing. I think this is a success. All of the chores are done except one load of laundry just finished, so I'll need to go put that away, but it's just some towels. And towels are probably my favorite load of laundry because they are so easy to put away. We have some white towels, which you can't see, but I have a pile of them right here, and as I was going to put them away, Miko decided to lay on them. And he's finally sleeping, which is the best thing ever because he has not been sleeping for days because he's just been so congested. So I absolutely cannot move him. So let me show you him. Here he is, just resting. Oh, look at that. So he's right on top of my little pile, so this will just have to go away later. I have a little bowl of food here for him in case he gets hungry. He really hasn't been eating much of his kibble food, so I kind of just keep bringing it around with him wherever he goes, just in case. He definitely seems to have more energy today, which is really amazing. I have a little bit of time before I need to leave for my appointment, so I figured we could have a little chat about what appointment I'm going to, because I'm just so excited about it, and I'm so proud of my friend, and I'm excited to take you along. So anyways, my patient who actually found me on Instagram, her name is Janae. She has become a dear friend, and I have known her since before, I think it was right before she started school, or she had maybe just started school to become an esthetician. And then I saw her get her first job, and now today I get to see her on her very first week of opening up her own suite. Just so exciting. I'm going for a lash lift and tint, which I've always wanted to try, so I'm so excited to be able to get one from her today. And I'm also just so excited to support her in her first week of opening. I actually dug out a little card. I'm gonna write her a cute little note and bring it to her today. So yeah, that is happening. So if you are in the Minneapolis area, I will leave her information in the description box. You can go visit her and maybe just let her know that I sent you. I've been seeing behind the scenes things on Instagram, and when she told me about it, I was just so excited for her. So I'm so excited to see her studio in person. I know just how passionate about this she is. We've been talking about it for months for her, so I'm just so excited to see it. And there's just something about seeing your friends succeed and do what they're meant to do, and I can't wait to see her tonight. So that's where I'm going a little bit later today. So until then, I'm gonna finish up on some continuing ed stuff, maybe watch a little YouTube, maybe relax. I'll finish this last load of laundry because, like I said, all of the other chores and things are done. Lighting is a little bit crazy. I'm heading off to go see Janae right now. I have myself a little Fairlife and an apple because I'm starving, and we desperately need to go grocery shopping. I'm gonna have to pick up dinner for me and Jake, if he can wait until I'm done, but I'm headed. I'm so excited to see her. I made it, and as I was pulling up, I was like, this is looking so familiar. A couple weeks ago, me and Maggie actually went to this coffee shop that is right next to her studio, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's called Annabelle House. If you're from Minnesota, you've probably seen it on social media. They do these like really beautiful coffee flights. I grabbed coffee from here for me and Maggie the other day, and it was so good. The fact that she's right next to it is amazing. I'm sure they're closed right now because it is very late, but that is so good to know for next time. Maybe I'll have to book my next session with her like in the morning so I can grab a coffee here, because it was so good. I made it. I'm so excited to see her. I know I keep saying that, but I am. The last time I saw her, we were actually talking about how she decided to start this suite. So it's just so cool to see. Well, I haven't seen it yet, but it's just so cool to be like, wow, now I'm just like at your place to get a service from you. Her name is on the door, I guess on the window. Oh my gosh, how cute. We made it. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful.
The logo in the back is
It's
crazy.
cute, I know.
Yeah, I'm excited.
That's like what I wanted. Before you came in here, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so like role reverse.
Yes.
Did you see it Lash extensions?
I did, yeah. Back
Okay,
when those were
fine.
kind of all the
Popular.
rage. Yeah.
You like a more natural look.
Yeah.
Natural queen.
After here today, you're not gonna get them wet for like 24 hours.
Okay, so what's been going on with your skin?
I had adult acne when I was like, maybe like 18.
Okay.
And I went on Accutane.
Okay.
I got a birth control a year ago, and it took probably like 3 months, and then all of a sudden I started breaking out. And I've worked with the dietitian and like food, supplements, stress, like I've done everything. And it just still is happening, and I can't figure it out. Where I'm like, oh, I think it's this product, and then I
And
put
then
that
you're like,
product out, and it's
What
not.
is it?
Yeah, and then the past couple weeks my skin was so good, and then once I got my period,
It all came back.
yes.
Best stuff ever, I know, but it has so many core fogging ingredients in it, so that's like one big thing too, is to like go home and like make sure all of your makeup that you wear is clean. Very common nowadays for people to get adult acne. Like, it's way more common.
What color are you gonna tint them?
Do you want black or brown?
What do you think, like with my hair and stuff?
What color mascara do you wear?
I usually wear black, but
Okay,
sometimes I
you wear
do brown if I want more natural. Yeah, let's do black. I feel like black makes more sense.
And then your bad bacteria is eating away and it's going up into your skin, clogging all your pores.
Okay.
So your skin just has a major breakout.
All right, I am home. I am exhausted. I'm going to take off my makeup and just be careful not to get my eyelashes wet. I will have to show you guys how they look, and I can kind of show you. Maybe I'll show you once my makeup's off though, because my skin looks a little bit crazy right now. It was so fun to see her and to see her place. Her place is so beautiful. The lights that are illuminating her sign are so stunning. I'm so obsessed with that. I think it looks so good in there. She said she's an acne specialist, and so we are going to put me through an acne boot camp because I have been really struggling with my acne for about a year. What happened was I got off of birth control about a year ago, and I was working with my dietitian. We got me off of it. My acne took about 2 months to show up afterwards. Hold please. And in that year of having acne, I have tried a lot of things. We've tried different supplements. I do not have any food allergies. We've done extensive gut testing. We've done all sorts of things. And so I've just kind of felt a little bit at a loss of like what else to do. And it's embarrassing. I don't like filming without makeup on, which sucks because I'm really not like a need to wear makeup kind of person until I started getting acne. It's also painful and it's just frustrating. It's like, what the heck is going on? What am I missing? So anyways, I learned so much today about acne and skin and why I could be breaking out, and it was so fascinating. I'm very excited to start. Well, very excited to start. I don't know if that's actually true. I'm nervous to start because it doesn't sound like the most comfortable experience. I will be able to vlog it for you guys, so I'll take you with for my next facial with her. Well, I didn't get a facial today. I just got my lashes done. I've never really gotten facials except for like every once in a while. Like maybe I've gotten like 2 or 3 in my whole life, and they've always just been for relaxation. Anyways, I'm excited. I'm excited to learn more about my skin and clear up my skin. I'm also excited to spend more time with her and just support her business, and hopefully I can teach you guys something because again, I'll be able to vlog the whole thing, which is so fun. On my drive home, I called Jake and he picked a place for us to eat for dinner, and I couldn't even film it for you guys. I was so hungry when I got home that I just had to eat. I'm gonna need to use a Q-tip to get the rest of this off so I don't get my eyelashes wet. So she said the only aftercare thing is just don't get them wet for 24 hours. Okay, I'm gonna do one more round with the micellar water because I wasn't able to like scrub my face as much as I typically do just because I didn't want to get my eyelashes wet. I am just so happy that I vlogged today because I was just really having kind of a tough week, and it was just so nice to like hang out with you guys and have something else to focus on. So Miko really does seem to be getting better, so that's really good. And Luca is totally healthy now, which is amazing. I have a fun weekend coming up. I have a Pilates class tomorrow morning with one of my favorite Pilates teachers, which is going to be so fun. And then my mom's going to come over, and then on Sunday I planned a surprise date for Jake. He might be right outside, so I have to whisper, but I'll update you guys on that in the next vlog. I planned like an entire special day for him, and I'm so excited, which is another reason why I wanted to vlog today, because I wanted to have the weekend to just spend quality time with friends and family, and then Jake for his special date. But I'll update you guys on the date in the next vlog. I'm the worst at keeping secrets, and I've been keeping the secret, so I cannot ruin it now. Also, in the next vlog, I will talk you guys through my hair care routine and my heatless curls because I saw some comments asking about that. So we will talk about all of that in the next vlog. I made a note for myself. One more thing that I forgot to mention about the facial and the acne boot camp is it is a face reality acne boot camp, which I know a lot of you guys actually have left comments to me when I've explained to you that I've been struggling with my skin to try face reality. So if you've tried face reality, or if you know somebody who has, I would love it if you would either DM me or comment your experience, because I am going to be doing some research and seeing what I can find about it because I'm very curious and I'm just ready to have clear skin. The last thing I'm going to chat with you about, and then I'm going to let you guys go, is I'm just about to take my nighttime supplements, and I had this on my list to update you about too because I'm officially taking a normal amount. I feel like anytime you guys saw my supplements in the background or in video or whatever, you're like, why are you taking so many supplements? And if you guys have been following all of the vlogs or even my Instagram, I have a whole gut health highlight on my Instagram. I have gone through a very extensive gut healing journey the past like 18 months, and I'm finally in maintenance mode, which has been so incredible. The reason I was taking a million supplements is because I did an HTMA test, which is a hair mineral test. You cut out a little chunk of your hair, send it in, and it can tell you all sorts of things about your health. And the million supplements was because those results said I was deficient in a lot of things, so I got a very customized micronutrient capsule. I talked a lot more about it in another video, which I'll put up on the screen, so if you want to hear more, you can go hear more. But yeah, now I'm officially in just a normal person amount of supplements, so I just recently got a new supplement container. 1, because I lost my Saturday, which is so sad. 2, because I didn't need those huge containers anymore. However, I will say I haven't taken those custom blend micronutrients in about 2 months because the protocol was over. I finished them up and it was time to transition to normal supplements, and I honestly have not felt as good, and I've wanted to do another HTMA just to see what's going on. This will be my 3rd one. I am going to do another one. It actually just got shipped to me today, which I'm so excited about because I can share the journey and the process with you guys, because when I started vlogging, I had already gone through most of my gut healing journey. I will take you along for that process as well, and we'll see what this new one says. And I know a lot of you guys have been interested in getting an HTMA test, and my dietitian is actually doing a Black Friday sale on the bundle of the testing and then the consultation follow-up where they give you their results and their recommendations. So if you're interested, I will leave a link down below. I've been working with this dietitian for a little over a year, and she is my favorite provider ever. She is so incredible. She's changed my whole life. I trust her with my whole life and my health. I'm excited that I'll get to take you along on the journey because I feel like it's something that's very new and very different with healthcare, but truly so life-changing, and I feel like every single person could benefit from an HTMA test. I felt like I was so healthy and doing all of the things like exercising and drinking water and sleeping, and when I got my HTMA test, it was like, oh, that is why I feel old and like I don't have a lot of energy and all of the things. We'll see if anything comes up with my HTMA test for my acne as well, because last time we made my customized micronutrients, we did some things for my acne. But it is time to go to bed. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, seeing just like a normal day in my life, doing all of the things at home, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys. Can you say goodnight, Lucas? Can you say goodnight? Oh, that's nice. And what about you? How are you feeling? Are you feeling any better? You look so cute.